I was born in 1537, the eldest daughter of Henry Grey, Duke of Suffolk, and Frances Brandon, niece to King Henry VIII. Through my mother's blood, I was great-granddaughter to Henry VII, though I never imagined that such lineage would bring me a crown. My childhood was one of study, not ambition. I was taught Latin, Greek, and Hebrew. I read the scriptures and loved to reason upon them. In faith I was steadfast, a Protestant by conviction, not convenience, and I sought truth more than power. I was raised to be obedient and learned, but not to rule. Yet the will of kings and the ambitions of men are not easily escaped. When King Edward VI, son of Henry VIII and Jane Seymour, fell ill, the future of our realm was uncertain. Edward, a godly and earnest prince, feared that his half-sister Mary, a devout Catholic, would undo all that he and his father had established for the Reformed Church of England. To prevent that return to Rome, he named me his successor in a document called the Device for the Succession. I was but 16 when this decision changed the course of my life. My father-in-law, John Dudley, Duke of Northumberland, was the true hand behind the plan. He had arranged my marriage to his son Guildford Dudley some months before, a union I accepted out of duty, not desire. I loved my books and prayers far more than finery or courtly life. Yet I was told that this was God's will, that I was chosen to preserve England's faith. Who was I to refuse what was said to be heaven's purpose? When King Edward died in July of 1553, I was brought to the Tower of London and told that I was queen. I remember the weight of the crown they placed upon my head. It felt not of gold, but of iron. I did not seek it nor rejoice in it. My heart trembled, for I knew that power gained without the people's love seldom endures. I prayed that I might rule wisely and righteously, if it truly were God's command. But even as I knelt in prayer, the tide was turning against me. Mary, daughter of Henry VIII and Catherine of Aragon, gathered her followers. She had the loyalty of the people. Many still saw her as the rightful heir. Within 9 days most of the council that had sworn allegiance to me abandoned my cause and proclaimed her queen. On the 19th day of July, I was deposed. My reign was over before I had learned to speak as a monarch. Guildford and I were imprisoned in the Tower, where once kings had kept their enemies. I was afraid, yes, but I found comfort in my faith. Queen Mary, newly crowned, showed mercy at first. She saw me not as a rival, but as a pawn, a girl caught in the snares of powerful men. I prayed for peace and waited in patience, believing I might yet be spared. But the world beyond those stone walls had not finished with me. In the winter of 1554, a rebellion rose against the Queen, led by Thomas Wyatt, who sought to replace her and restore me to the throne. I had no part in it, no wish for it, yet it sealed my fate. I had become, in the eyes of the world, a symbol too dangerous to live. I was 16, perhaps 17, when I learned I was to die. I met the news with calm, for I had long since given my soul into God's keeping. I wrote letters of farewell, prayed for my husband, and prepared myself for the end. If my short life was to serve any purpose, let it be as a witness of faith, not as a tale of sorrow. I am Jane, daughter of Suffolk, wife to Guildford, Queen of England for 9 days. I sought not the crown, but carried it because I was told it was God's will. I leave this world with a clear conscience and a steadfast heart, trusting that my death shall not be in vain, and that truth will outlive the folly of men.